So this question also seems annoying because it's talking about the main claim of the passage. So it seems like, oh, we got to reread everything. We got to understand the main point. Yeah, but it's simpler than it seems. So first of all, you might just read this paragraph and kind of see what they were building towards, right? Because they want us to add a sentence right at the end. So what were they building towards? Instead of requiring students to volunteer, schools, blah, blah, blah. We did that question before. But many studies show that when schools simply tell students about opportunities for community service and connect them with organizations that need help, more students volunteer of their own free will. So it's about volunteering. It's about requiring volunteers versus allowing volunteering to be a choice. And if you need more proof of that, the title of the passage said the same thing. Keep student volunteering voluntary. That's what it's about. So which choice is also about that? Choice A. It is imperative that schools do their part to find volunteers for the many worthwhile organizations in the United States. Well, no, because the school is finding volunteers. That has nothing to do with whether or not the volunteers have a choice in whether they volunteer, right? So that has nothing to do with free will versus requirements. It's not about that. B, schools that do this, well, I want to know what the this is, will produce more engaged, enthusiastic volunteers than schools that require volunteer work. So there's that key word. And what does this refer to? Well, it follows this sentence. So this is letting students choose to volunteer of their own free will. So that seems pretty good. We should read C and D just to be sure. Studies in the fields of psychology and economics have revolutionized researchers' understanding of volunteerism. Great. That takes no point of view when we can tell from the title that this passage takes a clear point of view on volunteering. So we need something with some oomph, some argument, not something that's kind of this wishy-washy like scientists have been researching this. We need to take a point, take a stand. D, it is important that students choose charitable work that suits their interests and values. Nah, I couldn't care less about their interests and values, right? The choice thing is good. Choosing volunteering is good. But I'm not concerned with which organizations they choose to volunteer for. The passage is concerned whether they made a choice to volunteer in the first place or they were required to volunteer based on their school. So this also is missing the point. B is the one that matches with the title, with the final paragraph, but also all the other stuff that we read along the way. It's about requirements versus choice when it comes to volunteering. Notice how we can dumb it down. And when you have to think about the full passage, my advice, start with the surrounding area, but go right back to the title. The title, a lot of times on reading, gives everything away. So start simple and expand out if you need to. But a lot of times you'll find that title does the job for you.